Hey my loves, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be testing out the new Wet n Wild In Love with Xoxo collection. So I have the eyeshadow palette, I have the primer serum, I got the face palette, and then I also got the lip kit. So let me just say, you guys, I am highly impressed with mostly everything in this collection. Wet n Wild absolutely killed it again. All of this stuff, you guys, is $5 and under, which I think is an absolute steal. So I did go ahead and create this look on my eyes today. And I also use the lip kit on my lips. So if you guys want to see exactly how I did that and my final thoughts and everything, go ahead and keep on watching. So guys, it has literally been over 2 weeks since I last filmed a video. I went on vacation last week and I had, sorry, there's like something in my eye. I went on vacation last week and I stayed for 4 days. So I did have one video pre-filmed before vacation. So when I got back home, I kind of chilled for a couple days and then I did end up uploading that. But you guys, it honestly feels great to be back to filming. I just felt like it was slipping away from me a little bit because I just had so many other things going on. But I do want to continue to try and work harder on putting good content out for you guys, because I just feel like recently it's been extremely hard to film, especially with having my daughter home all the time. Like, I can only really film when somebody's watching her or if she's like sleeping in the morning. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the eyes first. And you guys, my eyes are so swollen, they're so irritated. I don't know what's been going on lately, but the lashes and the lash glue have been like irritating my eyes. But I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer and prime both lids. Yeah, like, I don't know what it is with the lashes and stuff, but they just make my eyes like burn. They irritate them so bad. I'm just going to take a concealer buffer brush and just blend that in. I'm just going to take a little bit of the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana powder. I'm just going to go ahead and set both lids. So let's go ahead and jump in with the palette. Wet n Wild's packaging is usually a pain in the ass. This seems like it's not too bad. So here is what the palette looks like up close. So it is a more neutral palette. Honestly, guys, if I could compare this to anything, it would be the Wet n Wild Nude Awakening. I feel like there are a lot of similar shades in that one as well. So I'm first going to take a transitional shade, and I'm going to take this one right here. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush by Equal Tools. I'm just going to lightly start blending this right up here above the crease. So first swipe pigment seems really good. You guys, this is a really, really nice transitional shade. So I do kind of want to keep this shade up higher because I do want to go in with a few more deeper shades. The shade I'm going to take, it's going to be this one right here. And I'm just going to put this a little bit closer to the crease. Oh my god, you guys, these honestly feel like butter, like seriously. Okay, I honestly feel like I'm going to love this palette already. I feel like you can't ever go wrong with a neutral look. Like, anytime I do neutrals, I absolutely love the looks. And then when I play with color, most of the time I don't like how the looks turn out. So these two shades at the bottom are very, very similar. I think this one is a little bit darker, so I'm going to take this shade now. Hey guys, those shades are honestly almost identical. Like, I really can't even tell which shade is darker. And I'm just going to start packing this right along the outer V. So I'm just going to go back in with the bigger blending brush, no extra product, and just lightly blend around those edges. All right, you guys, I feel like this eye look is almost done. We're going to go ahead and add some shimmer. But honestly, as of right now, you guys, I am super impressed. Everything blended together really, really nicely. And it was super pigmented as well. So there's one shade in the palette that I have my eye on, and it's this one right here. So it's like pinkish silver. So I'm going to go ahead and take that shade. Picked up really nicely on my brush as well, if you guys can see that. Oh my god, yeah, you guys, that is super pretty. So I'm going to bring that shade about that far because I do want to save the center for a deeper shade. And then also, you guys, these two shades right here are very, very similar as well. But I'm going to go ahead and grab this one right here. I just feel like they definitely could have switched the shades up a little bit. Like, I do feel like the two mattes and then the two shimmers are very, very similar. I'm just putting this right here on the center of the lid. Like, can I just say, I already love this palette. Like, I know this is definitely going to be a new favorite for me. And it's a small, so it's easy to travel with. So I'm going to go off camera, apply my lashes, and then we'll come back and try the rest of the stuff. All right, guys, can I just say, finally, I'm back. I know for you guys, it only seemed like I was gone for a second. But I've been trying to get my lashes done for over 40 minutes. And at this point, I'm freaking exhausted and my eyes are so freaking sore. I tried to put on a new pair of lashes from LA Colors, which I knew probably weren't going to work for me, but I tried it anyways. I put them on 2 times and they just didn't work. So then I ended up putting these ones on and my eyes are literally burning, you guys. Like, I'm definitely not going to be wearing these lashes all day because my eyes are hurting. But let's go ahead in with the Wet n Wild In Love with Cocoa Primer Serum. So this does look like it has some shimmer to it. Not necessarily glitter, but it does look like shimmer. It does come with a dropper. Ooh, this dropper seems nice. I'm just going to go ahead and apply about that much. I'm going to rub it in because it does seem to be pretty runny. And of course, smells literally just like cocoa. Oh yeah, you guys, this feels nice. And this is definitely more of a dewy primer. I also have this Wet n Wild Primer Serum. This is the hydrating one. These two feel very, very similar. So you get 30 millimeter in the regular one, and then you only get 20 millimeter in this one. But I also think the regular one is a couple dollars more. So guys, they kind of feel the same way. The only difference is this does have a scent. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation and all my cream products, and then I'll be right back. Guys, I went ahead and did all of my cream products. So now we're going to go into the Wet n Wild In Love with Cocoa face palette. So when I first saw this, I thought that the lighter side would be a setting powder and then the darker would be a contour. But I actually think that the lighter side is a highlighter. After watching a few people review this, they actually put it under their eyes and then it didn't work out very well. So I am going to follow by them and use the bronzer, and then I'll also use the highlighter to like highlight my cheekbones. So I already did use cream on my face, so I'm going to take the bronzer shade. And this smells really good. Of course, it smells just like the serum. So I'm just running this right here. The bronzer anymore. Like, I do still use it, but I only really use cream. I just feel like it does look nicer. So I feel like you definitely have to go light-handed with this bronzer because it does have a lot of pigment. So I'm also going to put some right up here on my forehead. So I'm just going to take some of the ColourPop blush, just because we did lose that blush with the bronzer. And then I am going to take the other side of that palette, and we're going to actually try to highlight with it. Okay, so this is like a really soft kind of setting powder highlighter. It doesn't actually really look like a highlighter. It does give like a soft, super soft glow, but nothing like crazy. I always take a small pencil brush to highlight my nose. So I'm going to use that shade right here on the inner corner of the eye. So I'm first going to take this shade right here, smudge this right along the lash line. I really, really like this shade. It's like a light burgundy shade. And then I'm going to take the deepest shade we used, also the same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and set with the Morphe setting spray. Absolutely love the setting spray. It's one of the best. It holds my makeup intact all day long through sweating and everything. So yeah, it's really good. I'm going to take this brown eyeliner by NYX and put it right in my waterline. All right, guys. And the last item we have from this collection is the In Love with Cocoa lip kit. So what it looks to me as there's a lip oil and then a lip liner. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in my lips all the way with lip liner and then use the lip oil on top. So it says that it's a lip gloss and then it says that it's a lip liner. And it says the lip gloss contains marula oil, sunflower seed oil, vitamin E, and cocoa to help soften, nourish, and revitalize lips. Lip liner contains castor oil to help moisturize lips. So here is what the lip liner looks like. Super, super dark. And then here is what the gloss looks like, which is super light. I don't know. I think that's kind of like a weird pair to put a really light gloss with a super dark liner. Nervous. I think this lip liner is probably going to be a little bit too dark for me, but I do like dark lip liners. So let's go ahead and just fill in all the lips with this. You guys, that was extremely hard to fill in all of my lips with this. I don't know. It was just very challenging. Other than that, the lip liner seems very creamy and seemed to work really well. So now let's go over top of it with the gloss. I have a feeling this is going to be good. This almost looks like a lip oil. So honestly, guys, it did kind of rub off the center of where I had the lip liner, but it's okay. It definitely looks ombre, and I really think it's pretty. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. I will go ahead and give you guys a close-up. So let's just go ahead and do a speed review on everything. So for the eyeshadow palette rating on this, you guys, I would give this 10 out of 10 stars. I think it performed so well. The colors are so pigmented. They blended so well, and I didn't have any trouble. I absolutely love this palette. For the primer serum, I would give this 10 out of 10 stars. I love that it's dewy, but doesn't make my makeup slide around. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this as well. For the In Love with Cocoa face palette, honestly, you guys, I wasn't super impressed. I mean, the bronzer shade is very, very pigmented, but I feel like for the highlighter shade, they definitely could have added a little bit more shimmer or made it completely matte for a setting powder. I just feel like I really don't know where they were going with this, because at first I actually thought it was going to be a setting powder, but it has a lot of shimmer to be a setting powder. But if I could rate this, I would give this 7 out of 10 stars. Honestly, didn't think it was bad. It was super pigmented. And last up, the lip kit. I would give this 8 out of 10 stars. I do think it's really weird to mix a light lip gloss with a dark lip pencil. Like, how were they expecting us to do that? Were they just expecting us to line with the liner and then use the gloss in the center? I just don't think that would have looked well, because I really think they should have mixed it maybe with a lipstick. And again, it is only $5, so for $5, I really can't complain. Overall, you guys, I am impressed with this whole collection, and I do think it's worth it, especially the primer oil and the eyeshadow palette. They were definitely my favorites from this. They all performed well. Like, honestly, for $5, they all performed really well. And also, you guys, I do have a lot of new makeup coming from Ulta, so stay tuned for that. And if you guys ended up liking this video, please be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.